We are back, guys. Welcome back to the channel. We're continuing our playthrough of Batman, the Telltale series. I've really enjoyed this story so far. The different take on the Batman lore that we've all come to know and love. It's been really interesting, so I'm excited to start this next episode and see what it has in store for us. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
Mr. Wayne, thank you for opening your house to us. Together, we will change Gotham. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale, not interested, and reporter for the Gotham Gazette. Carmine Falcone? Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Your father knew which hands to shake.
Don't you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous. I bet.
The chemicals. Where are they? We're all being played here, including you. It's... the Waynes. Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
So I wonder if the Waynes really are gangsters, or was he just talking crap?
You don't have to do this.
Only you now, Master Bruce.
I thought I might find you here. The news was upsetting for both of us. But you should see this. I know you come here for solitude, Bruce. More allegations about his ties to the underworld. This isn't going away. It's all so public and messy.
Tell me, all of this is a lie.
I wish I could. There are no
What?
angels in Gotham, Bruce. Maybe
Are you serious, Alfred?
I've been dreading this day for nearly 2 decades. I hoped it would never come.
Forget the papers. I want to hear it from you.
The truth is, they were billionaires, Bruce. You can't amass that kind of wealth without making certain moral compromises. It's just not possible. That kind of money taints you.
No.
My money has never corrupted me.
And I'm proud of you. But you're hardly the norm.
So
Bill greased the wheels of politics. Falcone was the muscle. Thomas legitimized the whole enterprise with his name. Your father,
Wow.
Hamilton Hill, and Falcone, they were partners. Nothing happened in Gotham without them knowing.
wow. So this is the twist on the story. Wow, this is crazy.
You knew all that, and you never let on.
You're behaving like I was part of the conspiracy. I want you to know, I had my suitcases ready. I couldn't stand to be around your father anymore. But then, they were killed, and you were all alone. and I just couldn't walk out the door. Everything I did, everything I've ever done, was out of love for you. I hope you can forgive me.
I don't know, man.
I understand. Just know, I'm not going anywhere.
Because I see both sides on his point.
This is the first time I've been back here since that night. When the police called me to collect you, I thought they'd finally arrested your father. I couldn't believe a low-life thug like Joe Chill would have the audacity to rob and kill Thomas Wayne. He was simply too well known. Too big. Yet, there it was.
If my father was that deep in crime, he would have had enemies.
Well, it's a fair assumption. You don't think? You always said it was a simple mugging. In 20 years, you've never wavered from that story.
Well, I didn't know they were criminals.
I can recall every moment of that night in vivid detail. But maybe that's wrong.
Sometimes we block out things we don't want to face.
Maybe there was some detail I overlooked.
Guess I'm gonna have to put the memory back together. Search, see how, yeah. Alright. Let's take a look over here.
I want him standing here. Right now.
And what would the Batman do with his own parents' killer? The possibilities are frightening.
I'm not gonna answer that. For reasons of incriminating
second thought,
myself.
Perhaps I don't want to know.
Exactly.
He was stabbed to death in prison. No one mourns for Joe Chill, Bruce.
Let's take a look at the graffiti over here.
He just wanted to protect us.
He thought he was invincible. Sadly, he was mistaken.
At least he was protecting his family.
I can't picture him as a criminal. Not the kind I deal with.
In that moment, he was simply your father.
Look at the theater.
I love that movie. Saw it countless times at that theater. How long did it play there?
Only when you wanted to see it, Bruce. Your mother arranged the special screenings personally.
I never knew that.
Of course.
She was always so good to me.
Must be nice to have money.
Where exactly does the memory end?
With my father pleading, "You don't have to do this." And the gun fires.
And after that? There are considerable gaps in that recollection.
Maybe. But do I really want to know?
Alright, so we're gonna find out exactly what happened the night of his parents' death. Was there more to it? Seems like there probably was.
Nothing personal. Just business. He told me you had it coming.
Just business, huh?
You don't have to do this. No, Falcone. He's making a mistake.
Oof. Man, that is a hell of a thing for a child to go through.
Bruce, are you all right?
It wasn't a mugging. They were assassinated.
Yeah, he
And
said it was.
Carmine Falcone knows why.
He said it was just business. So he was obviously working for somebody who paid him to assassinate the Waynes, but why? I guess we're going to have a little chat with Carmine Falcone and find out.
Getting you in to see Falcone like this? I don't have to tell you how many rules we're breaking. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm always
Isn't
here
that the
for
guy
you.
we beat
This
up in
could
the
land
park?
us both in hot water. I pulled all the strings I had with the lieutenant. This better not come back to bite us.
You owe me, Harvey, and now I need your help.
Those are donations, not loans. You're not entitled to a pound of flesh.
Hell, I'll settle for a handshake and a blind eye.
The last
No.
time you disappeared behind closed doors with Falcone, the press made us pay. At least tell me what this is about.
You owe me for that whole
I'm all
damage
for
control
blind support.
crap.
But I should at least know what I'm getting myself into.
This is a personal matter, Harvey.
Fine, fine, don't tell me. But I hope none of this comes back to bite us. I don't want headlines taking away from my debate with Hill.
Gentlemen, we finally put Falcone in his cage. Now, thanks to the information you gave me, Bruce, he won't ever get out.
Whoa, I'm sorry. Information? What information?
Oh, well, I assumed you knew. I was going to contact your office first thing.
I gave him some evidence against Falcone.
More like a catalog of his entire criminal empire. It's a case that'll put Falcone away for life.
Is that a fact?
It's the reason I said yes to this unorthodox request.
Or
Nice job bringing in Falcone. Yeah, that
letting
son
us
of a
talk
bitch
to
better not get
Falcone?
off again.
He's not getting off the hook, Renee. Not this time.
Mr. Wayne, Sergeant Renee Montoya.
I just wanted to say, some of us police support you, despite what the media is saying.
Thanks, Sergeant.
Appreciate that.
We had to put Falcone in the infirmary. Batman practically tore him in half.
For good
He's
reason.
helped us a lot in the past, but if you ask me, he's out of control.
Well, if it makes the city safer, who cares if a few thugs get hurt?
I care. It's not the city I want to live in.
Well, at least someone's getting tough on these guys. I tell you, I'd rather have Falcone in here than out on the street.
You weren't there, Harvey. You didn't see it.
See what? The guy got what he deserved.
All right, Falcone's inside. Say what you gotta say. We'll be out here.
Alright, let's go have a little chat. Episode 2. Children of Arkham. So you were an old friend of my
Bruce
father's,
Wayne.
huh?
You must have some clout. My own wife can't get in to see me. Good thing I'll be out of here in a week.
Looks like a mausoleum in here.
We need to talk, Falcone.
You weren't so eager the last time we met. But then, I knew you'd come around. Especially after the press got their teeth into you. You're your father's son. Yeah, that's right. Tommy and I were close. More than friends. More like cousins.
Did you have something to do with his death?
Ah, so that's what this is really about, eh? The pop digging up a 20-year-old killer.
2 killings, and they were never forgotten.
You and me, we're practically family. I thought you'd have figured that out by now. Hey, I tried to get through to you at Dent's party. Maybe I should have spelled it out.
No.
Got a whole closet full of birthday presents I was never able to give you.
We're nothing like that.
Damn shame, you ask me.
We are not family, Falcone. I'm nothing like you.
If you're anything like Thomas Wayne, then we're not so different. Your father, Hill, and me, we ran this city. Still do. God damn this pain. Can't think through it. Morphine's on the side there. Be a good boy and help Uncle Carmine out, huh?
You're funny. Yeah, you're getting what you deserve, man.
I am not here to take care of you. You deserve to suffer for what you've done.
Of course. You'd never know the truth. How much of your old man is in you?
I need you alive, but only until I have answers.
Apple didn't fall far, did it? You got that Wayne seed. He loved you, you know. He did it all for you. He protected his own. If you got on his bad side. Your father was more ruthless than any of us. He had a switch, you know. Still, made us all rich. Including you. Some people just have the mind for it. He was one of the most brilliant men I ever knew.
Until you hired an assassin to take him out.
What, you really think I ordered the hit? Sure, I worked with Joe Chill from time to time. Put a button on someone, he'd take him out. But I never ordered that hit on your parents.
So who did?
You can't trust anyone in Gotham. Least of all those you call friend. Your parents learned that.
What the?
They're waiting for you in hell!
What? Why would
bastard
she?
had to die.
What's wrong with her mouth?
Hands in the air! Stand down! Get a doctor! Secure this floor! No one gets in or out! Go! Go!
That's crazy. Now Falcone's dead. He can't even tell us. The hell, Gordon? What's wrong with your people, man?
We are in deep shit. I bought
What's
us
up
some
with that
time,
cigarette smoke?
but not much. Word's gonna get out, sooner or later. Why would she do something like this? We had Gotham's biggest crime lord in our grasp.
Does seem like something was wrong with her.
I don't know. I hardly recognized her when she burst in. She was so different from the woman we met in the hall.
It's a disgrace. Another officer gone rogue.
Just doesn't make any sense. She'd never do anything to hurt the department.
Falcone's case meant justice for 1,000 unnamed victims. And now it is a PR disaster. How can I run against corruption when our own cops are redecorating the precinct with their prisoners' brains? Listen, we gotta get out in front of this.
That's a good point.
Spin it as best we can. Issue a statement saying that we have the shooter in custody. Details are still coming in, and we're investigating. The usual.
Slow down, Harvey. We need the facts first.
The simple fact is she walked in and shot him.
Then we need the complex facts, like how and why.
Lieutenant, Mr. District Attorney, Falcone's lawyers are here.
Oh, Christ. I can delay them for a little while, but we still need answers.
Tell me if she says anything. I have to know why she did this.
Alright. Officer Montoya, what
Alfred,
the hell were you
Falcone's
thinking?
been murdered.
Good God.
I'm looking into it, but I'll need access to the back computer for anything I find.
Connection secured.
Alfred, I'm gonna try and confirm some suspicions of mine.
She had something on her face. Yeah, see? What is that?
Still visible beneath her skin. Fresh injection site.
Injection?
That doesn't look like blood.
She injected with something?
Alfred, I think I found the substance. Analyze and forward me the result.
Of course. I'll be in touch as soon as I have the results.
Where am I? Mr. Wayne?
You're in a lot of trouble.
What's going on? Oh, but I got this awful feeling something terrible happened.
It's not good, Sergeant. You shot Falcone.
I did what? No. God, it's true.
I believe you were drugged, Sergeant.
It would explain a lot. Listen, you have to believe me. I talked big about hurting thugs like Falcone, but I would never betray the lieutenant. Everything is so foggy. I remember a sharp pain.
There's an injection site on your neck.
Then it just felt light. Like I could do whatever I wanted. No guilt, no consequence. There was a voice in my ear insisting Falcone was gonna get off. And all I knew was that I had to stop that. I had to, no matter what. The reasons why I shouldn't, they were a million miles away.
Did you see a face? Could you ID a suspect?
I don't think so.
You must remember some detail. Try.
I remember a hand on my arm, guiding me like a parent with a child. The voice, it was saying something about revolution.
Revolution?
Cobblepot said something similar.
Cobblepot.
I'm so sorry, Lieutenant. I've let you down.
We stalled Falcone's lawyers for now, but they'll be back. How is she? Did she tell you anything?
Yeah, don't worry about that now.
I found evidence that she was drugged. A fresh injection site on her neck.
I was out of my mind, Lieutenant. Please believe me.
Hey, I do. Of course I do.
Hey, get forensics in here. Now!
She remembers a voice saying something about revolution.
That's not much to go on.
Now, if you're bringing forensics in, let's get Bruce out.
Alfred, I gotta get back to the manor. I've got a lead on whoever's behind this.
Bruce!
Oh, you again.
What are you doing here? My friends in the GCPD have been telling stories about some kind of lockdown?
I'm sorry, Vicky. I don't have time.
Don't brush me off. Word is there were shots fired near where Falcone was being held. Know anything about that? I mean, you must have been back there when it happened.
Always digging for a story, huh?
So it's true?
I didn't say that.
Word is you turned over enough dirt on Falcone to put him in Blackgate Prison for life. A day after he showed up at your house. And now you're here.
Yeah.
You can't afford to be associated with another scandal. I can keep your name out of whatever we print, but you need to give me something I can use. Who fired the shots? A cop? I can tell by the way you're brushing me off that something happened. Just
this time,
give me
no, I'm
something
gonna
to
stay
run
out
with.
of it.
Please, get out of my way, Vicky. I'm in a hurry.
Huh. Disappointing. Maybe you have more to do with this than I thought.
She's gonna be a problem.
Either Cobblepot drugged Montoya himself or someone else is using his revolutionary rhetoric. Either way, I need to find him. Let's put our drones in the air and start a search. I'll run a trace on his cell. In the meantime, we have to find out what we can do about this drug.
The computer's been analyzing the chemicals from Montoya's bloodstream.
Throw that up on the monitor. The residue I scanned on Montoya is similar to the nerve agent I found at the docks. Let's see what we got.
It's ironic that Falcone died at the hands of someone drugged with his chemicals. Who'd have guessed that's how he'd meet his maker? Prone in his sickbed, surrounded by police who were ordered to protect him.
Falcone had it coming. You cause as much pain as he did, eventually it comes back on you.
We should all be mindful of that. I hope he told you something before he was killed.
That's the downside.
What did you learn from him?
He backed up what you told me. My father ran the city, with two of the worst men in it.
If they were working together, it's strange Falcone had him killed.
It wasn't Falcone who called ahead.
Yes, well, I suppose that makes sense. Your father, Hill, and Falcone would have balanced each other out.
Computers pinpointed reference points on the two compounds.
Alright, we'll take a look here.
The men at the docks were doused with the base chemicals. The reaction was messy. They were out of control.
Alright, so what are we looking at now? Montoya sample, we're going to compare the contaminated sample and Montoya
This
sample.
refined drug is like a weapon. It only took a small injection to strip Montoya of her moral filters and make her act on her base impulses. Both compounds seem stable, but they're quick to fall apart. Whoever processed it knew what they were doing.
What could the creators of such a drug possibly have in mind? Fighting your wars is one thing, but drugging others to fight them for you? Oh.
As far as I know, Montoya is still an isolated case.
Your drones are in position to triangulate Cobblepot's location.
Yeah, Cobblepot right now is the only lead we have. Gotta find him and figure out what he knows. Alright. So, what are we doing here? We gotta fly the drones around? Yeah. Right there?
Find her! Find her now! Send a strong message!
Who's he talking about? Come on. There we go. Alright. Pick up the signal. Pick up the signal. No. Wait. Right there.
Bring me her head!
Whose head? Who's he talking about? Alright, one more time. Wait, that was pretty... No? Right there.
Yeah, don't you go. You'll be alright. Alright.
Alright, we triangulated the signal and narrowed it down to the Skyline Club.
The Skyline Club? Jesus, didn't even wait for Falcone's body to get cold, did you, Oz?
Going to speak with him, Bruce?
Bruce Wayne already tried talking with Cobblepot. It's time he met the Batman.
Yes, it is time. I have a feeling this is not going to be civil.
Come on, I know there's gotta be more around here. But man probably had millions in his sock drawer alone. If Falcone finds out I helped you, he'll kill me. Your boss won't be doing much of anything. Ever again.
I'm still unsure about Cobblepot. I mean, I didn't really want Falcone dead.
Come check out this office.
I don't mind that he died, but I kind of needed him alive.
Where is... I don't know.
But so far, Cobblepot.
Or you can...
Hey, I'm on your side,
Let
guys.
him go.
Batman! It's about time. You kill a crime boss, you'd expect a word of thanks from Gotham's #1 vigilante.
Okay,
But
let's
don't
talk.
worry, or pass your gratitude on to those who made it happen. They'll be pleased to know you think so highly of their work.
You used an innocent cop to do your dirty work.
I know how you've been using the drugs you stole at the docks.
Yeah,
Where are they?
that's a no-no.
Is this about Falcone? We all saw how you felt about Falcone.
Oh, wait.
Impaling a man on live TV.
Okay, he's
If you were
responsible
truly the
for
defender
the...
of this city, you'd have
Okay,
finished
never
the job
mind.
yourself.
I'm not on his side.
Falcone deserved to die. Vermin like Falcone, they deserve to be stomped out. Believe
Yeah.
me, I know from personal experience.
He had it coming.
Falcone had it coming, but that doesn't mean you're off the hook.
I like your choice of words. You know how to create an impression. As a show of good faith, I'm gonna let this one go.
Thank
How's
you.
about we talk this through?
Exactly.
We helped you with Falcone. Now, if we could just cut out the rest of the rot, like Wayne and Hill,
Oh, so
ordinary
you're not
folks
on
might be able
Wayne's
to
side.
breathe.
What is it about this place that attracts criminal scum like you? What does Bruce Wayne have to do with this?
Pretty Boy's got himself a fat bank account, thanks to his parents. Only problem is, they took that money from people that couldn't fight back. Here's the thing, I actually admire you, Batman. We both want the same kinds of things. Me and my people, we've got big plans for Gotham.
They found Catwoman.
What do you want with her?
We had a deal, she didn't make good on it.
Okay.
So sorry this didn't work out, mate. I'd stay on watch. I would, but I still got a Catwoman problem to deal with. Or, what's her name again?
Selena.
Yes! Oh, beautiful name.
You better get out of my way, big green and ugly. Uh-oh. Well, that fight didn't last long. Let's try that again. Well, That didn't work. Ooh, that was close.
Gonna have to try harder than this.
This guy does. Holy crap. No, I didn't die. I pressed X. Ah. X. There. Back for round 2. Where'd you go? Where'd he go?
Alfred, track down Selina Kyle.
I'll find her right away.
Alright. Gotta go find Selina. Need to talk to you urgently. Stack deck. 6 p.m. No capes. Well, I think we found Selina. We're in the stack deck bar. Do we look at a place? Yeah. They don't look too bad. Oh. Well, if they know who I am, then yeah, I would be out of place. Alright. Talk to the bartender here.
You lost? Because I don't have time for tourists.
Oh, what's up, cuteness?
Looks like you walked into the wrong bar.
I'm looking for someone.
Yeah, I'm looking for a woman.
You wouldn't be the first.
Selina Kyle, I'm told she practically lives here.
Selina, huh? You don't strike me as her type.
You'd be surprised.
Hey, don't I know you? It
No.
is you. Knew it. Cops take all your fancy clothes? Are you trying to lay low? Of course, you're not really the low-lying type.
Buy you a drink?
How about a few?
Alright.
It ain't like you're short on cash.
Leave him alone, Frank. Man's just trying to have a quiet drink.
He didn't seem to mind the company. Whatever.
Selina, I need to tell you something important.
That was weird, but okay.
Better be an apology.
Apology?
You were supposed to take care of our mutual problem. Instead, you just pissed him off.
Well, now it's our mutual problem.
Well, I've met a couple of his goons myself. Your client isn't one for subtlety. The man who hired you, his name is Oswald Cobblepot.
Never heard of him.
He goes by Penguin.
Penguin? Shit. Ugh, you've got to be kidding me. You should have just killed me on that rooftop. I'm dead anyway. When you screw someone over, you really screw them.
Oh, come on.
The Penguin.
It's not my fault that you're in this, Selina, but I can help you out of it. Tell me what you know about Penguin.
I only know him by reputation. I'm surprised you never heard of him. He's a big deal across the pond. He's more dangerous than you think.
Yeah, well, we kind of grew up together.
You don't know what you're getting into.
I grew up with Oz. He's the first real friend I ever had.
I'm not surprised. Questionable morals and a penchant for theatrics. You two have a lot in common. The question is, why Gotham? Why now? It's not like he's hurting for crime syndicates abroad. Why leave that?
He's starting a
He
revolution.
thinks he's changing the world for the better, no matter the cost.
Well, he's no Joan of Arc, that's for sure. Well, I'm not sticking around here to find out.
Oswald, Penguin is about to unleash God knows what on the city. You can't just leave.
A good reason not to be here when he does. You want to stay? That's your choice.
I need you, Selina.
That right?
If Penguin is as deadly as you say, I need all the help I can get.
Bruce, sweetie, the gallant knight thing, it really is adorable. But what would Harvey think? The two of us, working together. After all, I'm not really an all work and no play kind of girl.
Oh.
Harvey knows that.
A little bit of flirting, huh?
I'm sorry, why are we talking about Harvey?
He's your friend, isn't he? Just seeing how much of a conscience you really have. You and I...
Oh boy. Wait, who are these guys?
Well, Bruce, you were right.
Selina Kyle, Penguin says hello. Beat it. We're here for her.
Well...
You care about your own skin? You'll get the hell
no,
out.
I kind of have a problem with that.
I said, leave!
Gentlemen, please. Sit. Have a drink. Let's work this out like civilized people.
We're done talking.
I asked you nicely. Well, that didn't take long. Oh, you're not done. Okay. Ooh, a pocket knife. I'm scared now. What am I doing? Throw him over here.
Not done yet.
Still? Man, these guys don't give up. Your little pocket knife ain't gonna do nothing, man.
I think they want more.
Then let's give it to him.
Yeah, they're gluttons for punishment, I guess. Oof. Oh, thank you. I needed 2 weapons instead of 1. Yeah, that worked out great for y'all. Oh crap, I missed it. Yeah, that didn't work out well. I hit the wrong button. Try it again. Alright, round 2. There we go.
You fight pretty good. For such a pretty boy.
Well, you know what they say. I don't know what they say, but maybe you do. Check his pockets real quick.
Come on, this way.
Quick, check the alleyway.
Uh-oh. Gotta hide from the cops.
Negative. Let's check the other side.
They didn't check very well.
Are we alone?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we're alone.
Let's do it.
Let's get out of here.
Oh. She's playing hard to get.
I'll take the rooftops. You take the alley.
Wait. Yes or no, will you help me stop Penguin?
I'm gonna say maybe, but only because he's trying to kill me.
Pretty good reason to say yes.
You shouldn't trust me, you know.
I don't. But I do like you.
Alfred, I'm uploading the contents of a smartphone to the back computer. Check to see if there's anything on the phone we can use.
Processing it now. Is everything all right? There are quite a few police cars convening on your location.
Oh yeah.
It's fine. Has the back computer found anything yet?
Bruce, there are a number of messages here. All from Mayor Hill.
Mayor Hill?
The last voicemail is his. Listen to this.
I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same.
Really?
This is very shady indeed. Whatever they're talking about, it doesn't sound good.
I should have guessed. Hill's working with Penguin. If Hill's talking to Penguin, he must know something. It's time I paid him a visit.
I agree. The mayor must have answers, but if I may offer a word of advice. The whole world was horrified at what Batman did to Falcone.
Oh,
you terrorized
please.
the mayor too. You could lose Gotham's goodwill completely. Then again, Batman's methods would certainly get him talking immediately.
Yes, they
Bruce
would.
would have to depend on his guile to loosen Hill's lips.
Let's go as Batman.
Going as Batman is the sure bet.
Gonna have a little chat with the mayor as Batman. And my questionable morals will get him talking.
The whole city is already
You can
afraid
believe
of the
that.
Batman after what you did to Falcone. Try not to make things worse by going overboard on Hill. Battering the mayor is not a good option, despite his more than
don't lecture
checkered
me.
reputation.
Alfred, I'm not in the mood for a lecture.
The city will thank me later if Hill tells me Penguin's plans.
I get things done.
Deborah, you incompetent! Dents up in the polls. I need to crucify him in the debate, or we can kiss re-election and your job goodbye. You'd
And
better
it's
be
not
back here
like
in the
these
next
are good
15 minutes, or
people,
I'm cutting
man.
your pay. That was it.
These people deserve
Deborah,
what they get.
was that you?
Expecting someone? Maybe the Penguin?
Batman? What are you doing here?
You know who Penguin is.
So I've heard of him. So what? I've got nothing to do with that lowlife. Do you hear me?
Patience isn't my strong suit, man. Talk!
I'm talking. You're not listening. I gave you everything I have on Wayne. I've held up my end of the bargain, and I expect you to do the same. Wayne, there's the real problem. He's the one you should be after. Every fiber of his being built on lies. His status, his fortune.
What does Penguin want with Bruce Wayne?
The atrocities that occurred at the hands of his father. He only wants to expose the Waynes for the criminals that they are. Security! Pick up, goddammit!
Uh-huh.
Security!
Well, I'm not gonna kill the man,
I've done nothing wrong.
but I will threaten him. and make him think I'm gonna kill him.
I want the truth. And I'll break every bone in your body to get it.
You're insane. Just like they say. A madman in a mask. Penguin wants revenge for what happened to his mother. Thomas Wayne sent her to Arkham, along with who knows how many other innocents. Nothing was wrong with any of them. Until Thomas locked them up.
Something this big couldn't have been hidden. There'd be records.
With enough money, you can make anything, or anyone, disappear. I didn't dare speak up. Whatever happened in the past, it's nothing compared to what's happening now. Penguin isn't the only child of Arkham. There are others whose families were destroyed by Wayne. They'll make Gotham pay for his sins. No. Please. Don't. No.
You deserve whatever's coming for you.
If I hadn't given Penguin what he wanted, he would have struck at the debate tonight. I didn't just do this for myself. I'm trying to protect Gotham. Finally. About damn time.
It's Batman!
Alright,
Shoot him!
time to leave.
Come on, get the mirror out of here!
I heard everything, Master Bruce. What he said about your father, it must be difficult to process.
I need to know what went on in Arkham Asylum.
Indeed. I'm just as frustrated as you are.
Hill
Alfred?
seems to think he's safe, but Penguin's still out there.
Is there something Alfred's still not telling me? I don't know who to trust at this point, man.
I wonder what else is on here.
As per your request, Lieutenant Gordon has tripled security at the debate.
Thanks, Alfred.
But Gordon heard about Batman's surprise visit to the mayor. He was far from happy.
Thanks for the heads up.
He's gonna have to get over it.
It's a plan of the old Monarch Theater.
The auditorium where the debate's being held. I hacked into the image feeds from the security cameras at the auditorium.
Just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Hills, details about your father. They must have been quite upsetting. I can't imagine how you must feel.
Yeah, it's not
To learn
something
so much in
you
so
want to
little
learn
time.
about your parents.
To hear their crimes detailed, first by Falcone, then by a snake like Hill. It makes me question myself.
You shouldn't, Bruce. You are your own man. And the city needs you, now more than ever. I'll leave you to it then.
Alright. Well, this is a good place to pause for now. This story, man, I don't know where to go from here. Like, we're going after Penguin, obviously. But, you know, Bruce Wayne's parents were criminals. Is Penguin, I mean, obviously Penguin's in the wrong because he's killing police, he's developing some, you know, nerve agent compound that'll kill people, so he's got to be stopped. But I don't know, we'll see where things go from here. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate your support. If you like what you see, then please hit like and subscribe. See y'all next time. Have a good one.